Celebrities are not always pretending to be someone they are not. Sometimes they are just human, and those moments when caught on camera can be very entertaining to watch. Here is our top 10 celebrity interview moments that will warm your hearts as you watch them. Starting off on our list at number 10, we have Tom Hardy. Tom Hardy is known for being a bold, courageous individual. In a certain press conference, Tom was asked about his sexuality up front of the blue. When you're an actor talking about your film at a press conference, and when an interviewer asks you such personal questions, you are bound to get irritated and annoyed. Tom simply said that it is okay for celebrities to talk publicly about their sexuality, and when the journalist pursued the question, Tom coldly said thank you to cut him off and stop him. Number 9. On our list, we have Good Girl Gone Bad, Queen Riri, Rihanna. Rihanna is best known as the one cool kid you would want to hang out with if she was in your high school. She is a sensation in the world of music and has garnered a lot of acclaim for her bold personality. A singer, fashion designer, and a very successful businesswoman, the 33-year-old superstar from Barbadosa sure has a lot of talent, being a 9-time Grammy winner and also having some of the best selling music of all time could quite often get to your head. But Rihanna is as honest and as humble as one can be in all of her interviews. Here is one such incident. In an interview, Rihanna was asked about the kind of man she was looking for and what qualities he should possess. To that, she responded by saying that she wasn't looking for a man in the first place, and ended her response with a laugh, which was accompanied by sassy head movement. Now that is what most people call queen behavior. Even before, once during a press conference for her movie Battleship, Rihanna was asked a question about Ashton Kutcher, and the journalist wanted to get some Hollywood gossip out of her. To her, she very coldly and bluntly responded, how disappointing was that question? Number 8 on our list, we have Aubrey Plaza. Famous mostly for her weird characters like April Ludgate and her unusually dark sense of humor. And it's no surprise, Aubrey made it to our list today. You would be glad to know that Aubrey is always successful in making us laugh with her awkward yet sarcastic and hilarious replies, even off the screen in her interviews. Her Parks and Recreations co-star Amy Poehler could have inspired her with the whole be honest interview tradition. When an interviewer had asked Amy about female comics not being funny in an SNL related interview, Amy covered her face, saying she does not like that question at all. Sarah Silverman chimed in to support a fellow female comic. Aubrey Plaza is yet another cool and composed female comic who knows how to do the one thing in front of an audience that makes them laugh their hearts out. When Aubrey was on a talk show, the host Conan O'Brien asked Aubrey how she felt about beating American President Joe Biden, then becoming the most famous person from Delaware. She replied by saying that she did ask for it and proceeded to look into the camera, and addressing American surgeon Henry Helmish said, "What's up? I beat you." Classic Aubrey Plaza. Let's move on to our next pick. Number 7 on our list, we have Scarlett Johansson. Scarlett Johansson is a very talented actress known for her skillful portrayal of characters. But you will see that very often the actress's performance are narrowed down to one thing, their physique. The male gaze is extremely prevalent in such questions, especially in all the superhero movies. Scarlett received worldwide acclaim for her performance as Black Widow in the Avengers series. You can find Black Widow pulling off some impressive stunts, and Scarlett was very physical fit into the character. During a press conference, while her co-star Robert Downey Jr. was asked an interesting question relevant to the canon of the MCU, Scarlett was asked about her diet. The actress was very disappointed with the superficial question and said out loud that she hates the fact that Robert got the interesting questions and she gets such a superficial question from the same journalist. Number 6, we have Anne Hathaway. Anne Hathaway had a similar experience while she was in a one-on-one interview about Batman Dark Knight Rises, and was asked about her physique in the movie over and over again. She treated the questions with genuine respect and responded honestly by saying she simply ate the right things and made her way to the gym to get fit and perform all the stunts. Looks like her interviewer failed to read Anna's evident disinterest in such questions, so he went ahead to ask her a question about how she was able to get fit into her figure-hugging catsuit, and politely replied that she felt like her co-star, Christian Bale, had a much more uncomfortable suit. When the interviewer continued to pester her with these questions, she clapped back and asked him why he is so concerned, and if he wants to fit into catsuit. What's a hilarious response. Number 5. Dakota Johnson. Celebrities often have the responsibility to entertain the audience with their responses, since they go to a lot of talk shows. Sometimes entertaining the audience becomes way more difficult than it already is, when the show host just can't stop interrupting. On the Jimmy Fallon show, Dakota was just trying to respond to something, but Jimmy just won't stop interrupting her. After some time, she just couldn't take it anymore and gave a funny comeback. She tauntingly told Jimmy that he was supposed to let people talk on his show, which resulted in a hilarious gag. No doubt, Dakota is a savage. Number 4. We have the superstar Katy Perry herself. We may be under the impression that someone as popular as Katy Perry would definitely have the right to choose if she wanted to attend a particular event or not. But I guess we're wrong. Even if the NFL is awaited by millions of us, Katy seemed to be dreading it. An interviewer asked Katy if she had her right eye on anyone that weekend since she was single. Katy's reply will make you laugh. In a very sarcastic tone, she said that was at the event just because she did not want to get fined. Getting fined for not attending an event. Yikes. Number 3. We have Nicki Minaj. In an interview with Ellen DeGeneres, Nicki was asked by Ellen if she thought it was okay for her to be using such explicit language, since she has a lot of young fans listening to her. To this, she hilariously replied by saying that she did not think she had anything to do with it, and it would rather be their parents' responsibility to keep their kids away from such content and not hers. Well, you can say she wasn't right. Number 2 on the list, we have Jonah Hill. Jonah Hill is one of the most talented actors, and according to Forbes magazine, he's also one of the highest paid actors out there. He has received multiple Academy nominations and has played a vital role in the iconic movies like Wolf of Wall Street and Superbad. Jonah Hill's creative talent has been underappreciated, and that is exactly what happened in this interview. Now, a bit of context. Jonah Hill has lost significant weight recently. The interviewer asked him if, despite losing all the weight, is Hill still known as a fat guy in every room he walks in. The award-winning actor has often faced such condescending remarks where he just categorizes as the token fat guy he does in every film. The actor was disappointed and disregarded the question and asked the interviewer very calmly with a tone of disappointment if he had any other questions for his guest. Now that one was very smart. And in our number 1 spot, we have Sofia Vergara. For years now, Sofia has been cracking us up with her performances on screen, but you'll be happy to know that she is just as funny off screen. We all know how important it is for the interviewer and the interview to have a good dynamic, but this just wasn't the case with Sofia's interview. When Jimmy asked Sofia if they were friends, Sofia did not even wait a second before replying, "No." We feel sad for Jimmy, but it is pretty clear to us all that Sofia doesn't enjoy pretending to be friends with someone. Which moment do you think was the funniest? Let us know in the comment section down below. We'll see you next time. Bye bye.